Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, Star Trek Online isn't exactly playing nice with Open Broadcaster, but we'll try to make ourselves do. I'm just going to make sure the stream's doing okay after the ad plays. And of course it freezes up every time after the ad plays. I'm not too sure if it will work better on Opera. I really should try. Give me a moment. Give me just one more moment. Okay, stream looks good. Okay, so today, well, I better check the voice. Alright, everything seems to be working well. Star Trek Online is going to play. This is the inaugural test version of Far Beyond the Foundry, where I am going to go ahead and walk through a Foundry mission in Star Trek Online. I'm going to try to do this about once a week. It doesn't much matter, anything that captures my attention. Eventually, if I get enough viewers, send in recommendations. I'll be playing them on all my different characters. Today we're going to start on with Pfeiffer. I'm pretty proud of her. She has a Tholian class tarantula carrier. I was really happy when I managed to pull it. So today we are going to play Sunlight and Moonlight by Mei Chun. This mission qualifies for standard Foundry rewards. Sometimes I'm going to find the worst. I used to do bad Foundry, but we'll see how that works. Sunlight and Moonlight, love, loss, sacrifice, hope. Journey to a forbidden Romulan colony to delve into the memories of a man haunted by the demons of his past. This will contain space combat, ground combat, NPC interaction. It is designed and tested for a single player under normal difficulty. Open to Federation characters of any level. Playtime is approximately 1 hour. We are to go to the Agrama system in the Alpha Centauri system block. Alright, let's hail them. Sir, the Kavatica has been ordered to an area near the Agrama system to investigate a Federation observation satellite that has gone silent. We are to go to the Agrama system in the Alpha Centauri system block. And it looks like we're kind of all Rathacani here, so... Alright. So we have it, and it says too quiet. It would be nice if they'd put go to Agrama system before that, but the Foundry still needs a little bit of tweaking. Little bit, tiny bit of tweaking. Alright, let's leave the system. Yeah, I'm basically the only... Prime is basically back to a one-person fleet now. All my fleeties have left. I still have a buddy who gets on every now and again. But he's got a kid, so... What you gonna do? Alpha Centauri block. They might have moved it, actually. Agrama. There it is. Yeah, I moved it over just a little bit. A little bit out of Alpha Centauri now. No big deal. Personally, I'm kind of happy now that without my overlay, you can't see the world chat because, I love the game, but man, world chat's toxic. So. Oh, we're buzzing around. We can take a quick look at the Kavatica. She is a Tholian Tarantula class dreadnought. Yeah, we'll pop by some Foundry missions. They'll go away. I'm pretty proud of her. I don't play as much as I would like. I've got other games and a job and family and whatnot to take care of. But when I did play, I got her the best stuff I could get at the time. Mostly purple level 12 stuff. Still perfectly fine to do normal Foundry missions. Unless somebody does something crazy and, like, you know, puts in 15 battleships all at once. It's transwarp. I think we're only about a quarter of the way there. It's always good to re-click it because when you activate transwarp now, it kind of clears your nav point, so you'll blow right by it if you're kind of closer by than you thought it you were. I mean, she's not the fastest ship in the fleet. That would go to the Dragoximaru of Admiral Glendower. Okay, we're approaching the Agrama system. We can see Agrama 2 coming up. Alright, we are going to begin Sunlight and Moonlight. Sir, we are to proceed to the Vanyu system where the satellite is located. Let's get this party started. Again, Star Trek has big maps because loading time, especially for the Foundry, can be quite a chore. Watch the numbers go up. Ooh, and we finally hit something, and it goes up much quicker, and then... Alright. We warp in. We are now at Vanyu 11, the outermost planet of the Vanyu system. Vanyu 2 is part of the Romulan Star Empire, but was once more open to outside contacts. This was a colony world on the border of Romulan Federation space. The Federation used to have an embassy there. And for increased violence between forces loyal to General Velal and supporters of Praetor terrorists, forced the evacuation. We left behind a satellite to monitor the situation, so we're going to scan the silent satellite. Yeah, some of the scaling is off in this game. There's just not much you can do about it. Either satellites are so tiny you can't see them, or so huge they dwarf your ship. I like using this one kind of as a research base. It's a nice model, no matter what. I've used it for a research base a couple of times. Sorry about that, sir. The satellite appears to have been tampered with. It has been temporarily disabled but not permanently damaged. I am reading a ship's ion trail leading to a region near the planet. We will follow that ion trail. We will also launch another Orb Weaver. Orb Weaver. Or Mesh Weaver, whatever they call it. No matter what, it's great to make a Dream Weaver joke. Gary Wright. Can't remember if he's one of the ones that got into real trouble or not. We have a civilian ship. It is coming up. Sir, a civilian ship is being attacked by Orion Raiders. We are to defeat the Orion Raiders. Hey, this is Calandra's turf. Go find your own prey. Well, they put it enough far enough away so I could do my thing, put my read on. I forgot how much I love the graphics in this. Sir, the civilian ship is heavily damaged. There were only 2 life forms aboard, and we've beamed them to sickbay. What was it in sickbay? So there was only 2 real interactions. I like to have a minimum of 3 in my own Foundry missions, but, you know, they're each their own. Wasn't too bad. At least there was something to do on this map. Wasn't useless. I haven't really delved into the Foundry in a long while. I really should get back to it. You know, once summer hits and I have nothing better to do, I certainly want to get back into it. Gotta do something while we're watching a loading screen. Look at that one. Ooh, look at that. Oh, it does allow me to see how far behind I am. So if that's 90, yeah, about a minute delay on the feed. I know nobody's watching, but we're going to get an archive, and I'm going to send this over to the YouTubes. All right, we're supposed to talk to the medic. Let's see. Medic. Talk to medic. Sir, the female Vulcan sustained only superficial injuries. The Vulcan male is in a coma. His wounds were not serious enough to cause this condition. It seems that the trauma of the attack has placed him this self-induced status. Minor grammar bug. Not a big deal. If I wasn't reading out loud, I would have missed it probably. It says talk to civilian. Apparently that's Ely. Thank you, Fleet Admiral, for rescuing us from those Orion Raiders. I'm sure that you're expecting an explanation for our presence so near Romulan territory. I'm Ely. The unconscious man on the bed is my husband, Caius. We disabled the observation satellite in order to travel to Vanu 2 without attracting attention, since it has been placed off limits to all Federation citizens. What are you doing here? What is it? I'm afraid I cannot answer that, Fleet Admiral. My husband was determined to journey here, even if he had to break Federation law to do so. Do you have any ideas why? Before I met him, Caius worked for the Federation Diplomatic Corps. I believed he was stationed at Vanu 2, but he would never talk about his experience there. Well, what now? I said, what now? From what I have been able to discern, my husband's mind is caught in a memory loop, with him reliving the experiences of Vanu 2 over and over. I do not suggest this lightly, but I believe a Vulcan mind meld might be the solution. Despite my telepathic bond with Caius, there are memories about Vanu 2 he has always declined to share with me. If I create a mind link between you and him, then you can be the catalyst that might snap him out of his never-ending dream. I do not suggest this action lightly, but I see no other alternatives to healing him and finding the answers you seek. Okay. When you are ready, I will establish a telepathic link between you and Caius. You'll experience his past as if you were seeing events through his eyes and the words emanating from your mouth. You may find your bridge officers at your side, constructs created by your own mind as defense mechanisms. Now you gotta do something to overcome the Foundry limits. Let's find out. Okay, so that was a small interaction map again, but very rich in story. So that one I really don't mind. If you're not going to provide any action, you've got to provide story. It's got to be one way or the other. It's always best to try to incorporate them both, but I don't see how he could have done it. So good job. Yeah, there's about a 60-second, well, whatever 60 ticks of those are. think they're using decimal minutes just to, which ooh, nice moody map. I like this. In my youth, I left Vulcan to work for the Federation Diplomatic Corps. My first assignment was on Vanu 2, a Romulan colony world, where I was a low-level clerk at the Federation Embassy. There was a power struggle happening between Terrace and Vilal, but it was the civilians caught in the middle who bore the brunt of the suffering due to the conflict. Okay. I thought the Federation might be able to aid the innocents. However, we remained neutral and primarily monitored the situation. My initial idealism quickly evaporated. One night, as I was traveling past one of the less savory neighborhoods of the city, a frantic Klingon approached me. Alright, well, let's talk to the frantic Klingon. I mean, he's so far away. Talk to the troubleshooter. My Federation friend, please help me. I was recently rescued a local farm girl after her village was destroyed in the fighting on this miserable planet. I brought her here to the city to give her a job working for me. However, some Nausicaan thugs attacked us and separated us. I fear for her safety. My friend, I could be a great help to you. My Klingon name is a bit of a mouthful to pronounce, so everyone calls me the troubleshooter. I have my ear to the pulse of this place and can get you anything you desire. Oh, he sounds good. Want information about what's going down on the streets? Pow, come to the troubleshooter. Need some substances to stimulate your senses? Bam, the troubleshooter's your man. Yeah. Okay, would you like to get better acquainted with the locals? Cthulhu, the troubleshooter, can arrange that. Yeah. Oh, but don't do this for me. There's an innocent girl who has no one to come to her aid. Alright, well, let's see how innocent she really is, and we'll go beat up some Nausicaans. Because no matter what, you know, the Star Trek universe, the one thing that's remained relatively consistent, Nausicaans are bad. This is a wonderfully moody map. I really am straight up impressed with the moodiness of the map. Alright. Whoa! I'm not doing that. I was... Yeah, I'm using my... She's all Tetrion all the time when she can get it. Yes, I know I'm under attack. I wasn't under attack before. There are these little cubbies. Okay, so we're going to talk to the girl. Oh, there she is. Right there, loot box. Let me get the loot really quick first. Talk to Cly. Thank you for saving me. My name is Cly. I am pleased to have been pleased to help. I distrusted the motives of the troubleshooter and was able to keep Cly away from him and safe with me. Although it was the last thing I expected, I found renewed purpose in my life due to my time with Kai. She was so different from all that I knew. She called me her sunlight, and I had illuminated her darkest hour of need. Vulcan has no moons. No, it has a monster. It's a double planet. Never mind. Big Star Trek nerd, sorry. Vulcan has no moons, but I considered her my moonlight. I could not contemplate my continued distance without Kai after having experienced her quiet luminosity. Okay. Unfortunately, our period of companionship was far too brief. All too soon. That sounds like a map transition. It is. Seem to be single-purpose maps. The danger of that, of course, leads to long periods of downtime while we watch the counter go. I am so sorry. I'm doing this first kind of broadcast in the wee hours in the morning just to see if it works. I do like my graphics though. I did a good job with them, I thought. Alright, so now we're in this still he's done a good job. I like the atmospheric effects. Kind of has a under siege kind of Star Trek feel. Let's see what's going on. Some weeks later, the conflict between Velal and terrorists escalated to the point where the Federation embassy began to evacuate. I was assisting with the operation and hoped to find time to go back in the city to bring Kai with me. Alright, we're going to find our commanding officer. Am I hitting the right button? Oh. Let me check this thing really quick. Yeah, it's on. Alright. Chaos, good. I can use your help. These Romulan civilians are desperate to escape the fighting. They're starting to overwhelm our front gate force field. We will manually calibrate the 2 front gate force field generators to keep them operational. Oh, jeez. Why is every button defaulting to this? Yeah, they reset. When they put that in, it's reset. I don't want. Shift is my run button. Bad arc. Okay, no dialogue, interact, puzzle. Go back to him? Yeah, looks like it. I'd run there, but they took away my run button. Oh, forget it. It's just the first thing. Let's go ahead and really do something really quick. Options, keybinds. Run, shift. Yeah. Yeah, it's... I wonder if there's a way to disable this. No. I don't know which one to pick. Page up, maybe. No, use that. Okay, good. That was getting maddening. Alright, talk to the commanding officer. Good job with the transporter chaff deployed in the atmosphere. We've had to rely on shuttles. I've got a difficult task for you. We only have a couple of seats left on the remaining shuttles, but there are some refugees inside the compound. I promised we'd try to evacuate. You're going to have to choose 2 people to take with us. That's all the space I have left for them. I know it's a rotten job, but better than some will survive than none. Better that some survive than none. So, T. Rear the embassy to interview refugees. Still not very runny. Alright. You, a former government official, you must take me with you. I have valuable information that the Romulan government, and I'm sure your superiors would value. You would be doing a great service in saving me. Yeah. Peace activist, father, sister. Please take my son with you. He has nothing to do with any of this. I care nothing about what happens to me. I would give anything to see him safe. Yeah, I'll take the son. Sister, my sister has already escaped to a neutral world. She will reward you if you bring me to her. Please, our parents have already perished during the fighting. Yeah, we're going to take her too. The peace activist and the government official. Hey, I'm sorry. Former government official. Sorry. Peace activist. You came here of your own accord. That's what's going to happen. Sorry. You come here, middle of the war. Sometimes you get caught up into it. You know, you came here voluntarily. The poor refugees didn't, so I'm going to rescue them. Sorry. Tough luck. That's the Federation way. I'm taking the son and the sister. Alright, so we're supposed to go back in there, leaving immediately. Oh, wait. Yep. So he's been zapped. Oh no. That's a little emissary-ish. I'm talking about emissary from Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Kind of like it so far. This is a pretty good episode, actually. Compared to some of the ones I've seen from the official people. I say that a lot. It's funny watching them be 60 seconds apart. 60 seconds delay, just in case you drop an F-bomb. Thank you, FCC. I don't know. They probably don't have any. It'd be neat if they had a detector for swear words. Technology, you know? Rating system. Alright, we're going to talk to Elise and talk to Caius. Caius is still too weak to leave my sick bay. However, he is conscious again. You have my gratitude. You took a big risk for me, Fleet Admiral. Thank you. For years after letting Vine you too, I tried every possible way to ascertain what happened to Kai. When I was unsuccessful, I attempted to complete the Vulcan ritual of Kolinar to purge myself of all emotions. I could not finish that task, but found Ely. It was her presence that made me whole again. What are we going to do? Some time ago, I received a message from the troubleshooter. Unfortunately, it was delayed en route, and I only got it recently. It said that Kai was still alive and looking for me. He requested that I meet him in a bar and invite you too. Unfortunately, I'm still too weak to make the trip. Will you take my ship into Romulan space and procure the information from him? I fear if I wait until I have the strength to travel, he may slip through my grasp. Alright, let's go. Sir, we've repaired the civilian ship. It should be less suspicious than a Federation starship to traveling Divine U2. Well, certainly going to be less conspicuous than a Tholian dreadnought. Now, I expect to see the same map, only like clean and bright. We'll take a minute. Okay, I guess we go straight to the bar. Sir, I don't see any sign of the troubleshooter. Perhaps we should ask about around for him. Hey, sailor, new in town looking for a good time? Actually, I'm looking for information. Well, I don't know nothing about nothing. Supposed to talk to Boss Googe. That's Slimeball. I'm glad he's gone. I was friends with Key, the girl who worked for him. She was a good kid. They took off pretty suddenly a while ago. You may want to talk to the Nausicans spazzing out. Hey, well, we're supposed to either go to the door with the Gorn or the spazzing Nausicaan. Say lot, woman, would you like to pet my slot? They're incredibly hard to acquire here on Vanu 2. I was fortunate enough to find a seller of rare merchandise. Someone known as the Troubleshooter? Well, I don't exactly remember his name. Boss Googe introduced me to him at a party. I'm so happy to have my adorable widow Schlot, Mr. Snuggles. What do you want? Just some information. Look, I'm not in the mood for talking. I just got fired. You know Calandra? She's an Orion, businesswoman. Anyway, it was the weapon officer on her ship. And? She didn't give me any respect. None of them did. I didn't mean to destroy that last merchant ship. I just got caught up in the battle. Maybe I said too much. I understand. Yes, you know exactly how it is. Someday I'm going to get back at them somehow. Right now they're doing some big operation with that troubleshooter guy. Oh. Where's Calandra's base? Oh, she actually has a dedicated transporter pad near here that goes right to her hideout. She's always paranoid that someone is going to get her and install that in here so she can make a quick getaway. Alright. So we're supposed to go to the fish tanks. Fish tanks. Where are fish tanks? Where are the fish tanks? Oh, well, those must be the fish tanks. Oh, this is the transporter pad. Not a bad use of this material. I get it. I get it. Another map interaction. Well, we'll just have to deal. It's not too bad, not too onerous yet. That map is actually really good. I'll get a drink. I should have been in bed an hour ago, but I wanted to do this. Sir, we should be able to find clues about the troubleshooter's location somewhere in these caves. Since it's Calandra's base, we're also liable to counter her bandits. Oh, Lord. Standard one, okay. Let's see if we get random fights. got lizards, sours. Oh, a respawn point. That's not ominous. Really gone to great lengths to improve the caves. I like this. Oh, look at that. We got people. We got rocks. We got rocks and people. A little hard to move through with the plants. Mexican Marine. They're pretty tough. Remember that. Alright, we have defeated the Nausicaans. I still don't have any interactive points. It says I'm supposed to use... Oh no, wait. Never mind. Instead of troubleshooting, we're shooting trouble. Okay. When will I ever learn? You send in the losers first. Alright. Well, we've got somebody over here. It's some kind of breen. Tuck to the bookkeeper. Hey, let's all calm down here. Shouldn't we be like, I'm just the accountant. I don't even have a weapon. Where's the troubleshooter? He and that girl went on to a freighter leaving Vanyu 2. He made some kind of deal with the boss. Here's the route it was taking. That's all I know. He said, better be all. Let's go ahead and get back to the Kavatica. That map could have been a little bit more fun. Maybe a force field puzzle or something. I don't know. That didn't really feel like breaking into the base. Of course, I have a whole mission dedicated to puzzles no one likes, but that's alright. I was happy with it, and if this gentleman's happy with it, that's fine. So far, it's still, he's right, it is a fairly compelling story. Just so far, the map design's been good, story hasn't been bad. Right now, we're still rocking a 5-star rating. Sir, I applied a course to the freighter is carrying the troublemaker and key would most likely have taken. Goes through the asteroid field, probably to evade any raiders or pirates in the region. Sir, I'm detecting signs of weapon fire here. Not too long ago, there is some debris, but not enough to constitute an entire ship. I recommend we continue moving ahead. Sure, why not? Mess up my little mesh weaver. Launch the second one. Hit the turbo drive. They don't keep up with you as well as they used to. Alright, we've got an ally sitting at 22 kilometers. Looks like a tough leak. There's gonna be a fight. Sir, I found the freighter. She's being attacked by Orion Raiders. Calandra, you again. This is the last time you're going to ruin my plans. It's a big old brigand cruiser. Alright. Alright, sir, we've detected transporter signals sent from that last Orion ship to the freighter. Investigate. Oh, stretch. Looking at the feed this late at night, I look a bit more like the last Jedi than the last Starfleet captain. Sir, the freighter's crew has put up force fields to block off damaged areas. The Kavatica has temporarily sealed exterior hull breaches and restored power to those areas until damage control crews can make more permanent repairs. We are to explore. We can't go that way. Yeah, you can't really do much except have environmental effects. In fact, these might just be permanent ones from... maybe not. Or maybe they added a bunch of stuff. Some of this stuff looks great. I gotta get some of this stuff. I like those lights. They had lights and stuff? That's great. I hope they did. I think I'll go adding lots of stuff like that. Plasma jets and stuff. Defeat raiders. Do 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 do. This burner, let's hit her with some hyperonic radiation. And now we talk to the troubleshooter. Now we're done with the fight. I thought he was up. Ah, brave Starfleet officers to my rescue. Thank you, thank you. What was going on here? Why, I think it is obvious. I was simply a passenger on this freighter bound for the glorious heaven of the Federation when these brigands attacked and took me hostage. You didn't know them? Of course not. Then why did they know you were on this freighter? Oh well, perhaps my rich reputation as a resourceful man has preceded me. If you were so resourceful, then why couldn't you leave on you two until now? These things take time and patience. I just saw an opportunity recently and took advantage of certain conditions when I could. The important thing is that I got Kai away, right? I suppose so. During the battle, Kai and I were separated. I think she was in a section that lost power. Poor girl. Now that you're here, you can find her and save the day, right? I managed to acquire the codes to lower the freighter force fields. Please take them as a gift from me. Now, let's see. Oh. Recorded message. Play message. We've lost power during the raider attack and we can't get out because of the force field. I don't know how long we'll be in here, but the heat, light, and air supply are diminishing. There's a medical stasis unit here, but it only has room and power for one person. That person must be my daughter, Tia. Aw. Please, if you find this message, take my daughter to her father on Vulcan. My daughter is everything to me. She is my world. It is only fitting that my world is warmed by the sunlight of my Caius forevermore. Aww. I'm sorry, Kai is dead. The freighter has been secured. Their surviving crew and passengers are safe, and we can transport any injured back to Helvetica. Return to ship. Talk to Caius. Oh, look at the family. Thank you, Fleet Admiral Pfeiffer. You've given me a whole new world in my little girl, Tia. I can never repay you and your crew. Peace and love line. Live long and prosper. Thanks for playing. Click beam to ship to end this mission. Hey, everything I said today was just a little nitpicky. Out of 4 out of 5, or out of 5 possible pocketbooks, let's get into full Monty. 5 pocketbooks. It's got story, it's got combat, space, ground, solo. I don't think it would be that well in a group. There's no puzzle and probably no quarters. Great job. I'm not kidding. I really enjoyed the story. The ending was nice. I mean, it's kind of, it felt like one of the the off story arc storylines of an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation, or even Deep Space Nine. It kind of was one of the guest star of the week, searching for their humanity kind of thing. I really thought it was a really good idea. The trip in the past to the mind meld was handled fantastically. I thought maybe the maps could have been a little bit more interactive, but the pacing was very, very good. I have no problems giving him all 5 stars in this very first episode of Far Beyond the Foundry. Thank you, and good night.